What's up, Lego Builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for the final Decaling Galactic Marines live stream. Final one. So happy to have made it to this point because honestly, for about probably a good half of the series, I've felt like I wasn't going to get all the Marines decaled in time. So to finally be here at the final one feels really good, and I am super happy. All right, and the Wi-Fi is good. No more Wi-Fi problems like we used to deal with. Also, happy Star Wars Day, May the 4th. What a day. What a day. Who do we have hanging out? Let's pull up the chat, shall we? "13 people watching. Thank you guys for coming out. We've got Master Halo Player, Kentucky Plays, Eclipse Studios, MJ Bricks, DP2000, Master Halo Player, Third Brick Battalion, Bendy 1018, Quinn the Quesadilla, Graham Gillis, A Tech Z11, Liam PCK, Mona, Cyber Bricks. How's everyone doing? NRG Productions. Hope you guys are doing well. Did I give you a good answer for your question, Graham, for the rock wall that you were asking about the other day? What's everybody up to? Has anybody got any fun Star Wars Day plans, or just treating it as a normal Saturday? So I say decaling stream, and there will be decaling, but as you can see, I also have a lot of figs that need to be assembled. So it's going to be a decaling / assembling stream, which should be fun. We'll get to see lots of Marines, lots of Galactic Marines, which is always good. I'm going to start by putting, actually, what I should do is start by painting. That way those helmets can dry. I haven't been here in forever. Bosk, what's up, dude? Has been a while. What you been up to? I had to get some new paint. Ran out of paint right at the very end. It's a little bit different, but it's not different enough that like really you'll notice. So at first I wasn't super happy with the new sheen, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, it was great. Just got to get the filler break. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, holding up rock walls is pretty simple. You don't need much. I mean, I've gone 50, 60 bricks tall, I think, and all I've done is pillars, and they've held up pretty well. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Well, the newest wave of Lego sets has officially dropped. Let's hear the results. Did anybody get anything? I got some stuff, but I'll wait until I hear what you guys got, tell you what I got. Gonna see the Phantom Menace in theaters with my dad tomorrow. That's cool. I was seriously tempted to go do that because it's like, oh, that would be fun, but didn't end up getting tickets. I don't know. I might still do it. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. You never know. Never know where the day may take me. Did anybody get any new Lego sets? I sure did. Pretty excited about them. Really wish I had my glasses. Not yet. What's up, Kermite? Going to the Lego store today. Do you have any plans for anything specific, or you're just going to go see what's up? See if there's anything that catches your eye. I would go to the Lego store, but it's so far away. Just reviewed the droid carrier and seeing the Phantom Menace tomorrow. Awesome. I love that we got the droid carrier. I know there are people out there who didn't like it. I'm definitely mad that it's a gift with purchase and not a set, but I think the set itself is really cool. I'm a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of just about anything Phantom Menace related. I'm not a huge polybag guy, so the micro scale AAT didn't really interest me, but the troop carrier is pretty sweet. I got 5 of the January Super Battle Packs. Oh, cool. You got any special plans with those, or are you just stocking up? Saw they went on sale. I've got 2. And I think that's probably going to be good for me. I almost bought a 3rd one, but ended up not doing it. Gonna go see if there's anything on the pab wall. Definitely gonna get the Cody brickheads. Oh, cool. Pick a brick, yeah. Pick a brick's always good. Well, the one by my old house wasn't good, but it's still fun going. Can always hope, right? I think the bigger, more popular stores, you should have a pretty good selection. Oh, I can't tell you guys how excited I am to be done painting these helmets. They're such a pain. I think I painted like 40 of them too, which is crazy. So many helmets. So ready to be done. Work. Just working on a video game mock. What video game is it? So I was doing some planning yesterday. Just now that I'm done with my shed, my house, I can get back to work full time on YouTube. And just planning out when Mygeeto will be done. And I think I only have 2 more updates. Which is crazy. I mean, it doesn't look super finished because the last plateau isn't, the last city plateau isn't done. But like as soon as that's in, the mock's gonna go from like looking like it's 70% complete to like 95. And that last plateau is gonna go in real quick. Let me tell you. Real quick. So very, very excited about that. Making a custom AT-AT right now. I just don't have the pieces to finish it. I hate it when that happens, when you're just in the zone and you run out of pieces. You have to stop. I'm trying to get my Lego collection to the point where like I have pieces I need to get most of anything built if I want to sit down and build. Maybe not in the right color, but at least, the right piece so I can build a prototype and order the right colors in later. What's up, Soundwave? How you doing? I'm painting some helmets. The last 2 helmets, thankfully. Not my best helmet. Not my worst helmet. Just gotta touch up some, or wipe up some spots. Stormtrooper Creations! What's up? How you doing? We're just talking May the 4th, stuff we've bought, plans we have. So, I'll tell you guys what I did. I mean, this was before May the 4th, but a couple days ago, because I've been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to spend the $160 to get the droid troop transport, because that's a lot of money. Like, I could do a lot of Mygeeto updates. I could do some cool videos with that much money, and there isn't really a Lego set that I want or need, especially in that price range. And so really, I'd basically be spending $160 to get that $30 troop transport. And here's the thing. It's a cool set, and obviously I'd be getting some Lego with it. It wasn't like I wouldn't be getting anything, but I wouldn't really be getting anything I need. Like, it would be stuff that'd probably just end up, sitting on my shelf if I even built it at all, which just felt like kind of a waste of money right now. So I was like, well, I might as well get like the ATTE since I do want to get one of those. And then I was like, well, I'll just throw in another Clone Trooper battle pack. So I put those in the cart, you know, because that's a hit that reaches the threshold. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check eBay just to see if anybody's selling the troop carrier and if it's like at a reasonable price, you know. So hopped on eBay. Sure enough, found someone selling not only the troop carrier, but the coin and the AAT poly bag for 57 bucks. 60 bucks. I think I got it out the door, shipping and tax for like $63. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that because it felt like worth it to me. It felt like a pretty. I know it retails at $30, but it's, you know, exclusive, hard to find. You can only get it by spending a certain amount. So I was like, that's worth it in my opinion. So went ahead, pulled the trigger on that, and saved myself $100, which was really nice. So hopefully those will be getting here next week, and I'll be doing an exclusive unboxing and haul video for my YouTube members. So if you want to see it, become a YouTube member today. Let's see. Where's my other blank helmet? There it is. Decaling clones. Nice. Very nice. I haven't got any new Lego Star Wars sets for the past 2 years. What should I get? Depends on what you're into. Like, are you into Clone Wars? Imperial era? The Ahsoka show? Mando? There's quite a wide variety. TJ! What's up, man? TJ has been a member for 2 months. Thank you, man. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. How you doing? He just upgraded to the new badge. We're just talking purchases, Lego hauls recently. I was telling everyone I decided to just buy the droid troop carrier on eBay. It was much cheaper. And I still was able to get all 3 gift with purchases for about $63. I spent absolutely every dollar I have on Lego Star Wars for Star Wars Day. Well, what'd you get? Is anybody interested in that speeder chase with who is it? Kelleran Beck, is that his name? And Grogu, the giant speeder. That was an interesting set. I like how they included just a single lamppost. Oof, yeah, take some serious focus for a couple spots in particular. It. Bark Speeder set looks alright. I'll pick it up when it goes on sale. Just for the minifigs, or what? Do you like this the build? I want the speeder. My dad ordered it. Nice. Have you seen the new leaks? I have. Nothing interesting. I mean, the Mando stuff is kind of cool, but like personally, interested in any of it. I recently, not recently bought, but like I started, so back a while ago, Brick Vault was having a sale. So I bought some instructions for a certain ship, and I'm going to be doing a build challenge with it coming up soon. I ordered the pieces for it last week. They've already started arriving, so I'm hoping I can get it done next week, but it just depends on when one of the packages gets here. I'll have to check it after the stream, see where it's at. I'm almost done painting helmets, then I'll be able to interact with the chat more. Just trying to get these lines smoothed out. Spent all my money on the UCS AT-AT. Still financially recovering from that. That's a big purchase. Hope it was worth it though. Did you like it? Or do you like it? It's a pretty cool set. I had that one for a little while. Really, really cool build. All right. Get these guys dry. And there are a couple helmets that I needed to touch up. Do that later though. Looking forward to the Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter so I can finally get a Rex figure. Yeah, when does that come out? So I saw the set for released or leaked, but I didn't ever see like release dates, or we might not know that yet. My Ryloth Mock is eating up so many Dark Tan 2x4s. Oh, I bet. I remember when I was doing Utpao, it just felt like every month, part of my budget just went to buying 2x4s. I'm so ready to do a mock that isn't a giant mountain. Be so nice. Coconut, should I buy the Clone Battle Pack? Yeah, I think you should. It's a pretty cool set. Probably going to get a progress video on my Coruscant mock later. Nice. You made some good progress on it? Boom. I have 2 Marines left to decal. 2 left. Really like your channel, man. I do learn a lot with your video. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. Also, if you haven't yet, anybody, don't forget to execute Order 66 on that like button. So I think I'm going to have about 40 Galactic Marines. 40 to 43 if you count the commanders. Which is going to be just over 20 per bridge. Which I think is perfect. Especially because on the main bridge, the UT-AT is going to take up a lot of space. So I'm not going to need a ton of Marines to make the battlefield look well populated. I'm obviously going to have tons of droids. My favorite big boy droid is either Spider, Tri, or Crab droid. I might have to go Spider droid just for nostalgia, but the Tri droid's pretty cool as well, especially now having built a giant custom one. Definitely not a very practical design, but it is pretty cool. But I think I'd have to go with homing Spider droid just for nostalgia's sake. I'm almost done with the parts order for my mock. Still need to do 2 more. I may make another PAB order for the roof. Depends on if I have enough parts. Getting there. I should be done with part orders for Mygeeto, except for like 1 or 2 things. I think I need some more lights for the buildings. But other than that, I should be done, which is exciting. Can stop spending money on it. Got the battle pack, and now I have 3 more B2s. Yeah, it's definitely a good set to get if you need more B2s, that's for sure. Can't stay long, but I have work. Hey, what's up, Nolark? It's all good. Thanks for hopping in for a bit. So great that pretty much every time here I see somebody new. Yeah, lots of new people. Good. I'm going to be live streaming again tomorrow because I was working on the shed and doing some other stuff. I didn't have time to put together a Mygeeto update video, so I decided to just work on it live. So stay tuned for another live stream tomorrow. I tried making a snow mock and I tried making a small hill. All my white pieces got drained and I didn't even manage to finish the hill. I feel that, Elix. I've had so many videos or mocks where I'm like building with a new color and I'm like, I might have enough parts like tan. Tan, I've been experiencing that a lot with tan recently. Try to build just like one little build. Can't even do it. Really need to beef up my tan parts. That's always frustrating though. You're like, I just want to do one small build. I spent $650 on the UCS Venator, probably the best purchase I ever made. I also got the droid carrier for free. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a good set. I'd definitely like to pick that one up at some point. My parts are so limited, all I can do is small base or dark tan. Yeah, that's how I started out as well. Like, my very first mock, the homestead one, didn't even have enough tan parts to build a roof, so I had to like build a reverse roof and just flip it upside down. There we go. This little torso. Ready to go. Wow. Nice. Let's put this on this one. Oh shoot, we got ourselves a dono. First dono of the stream from Nolark Studios. Thank you, man. Are you going to have your members represented in the mock? If so, I have an idea for mine that would be on theme. I will have them represented, Nolark. And just let me know what you want yours to do, and I'll make it happen. But yeah, I'm going to have a bunch of them. I have a lot more than I've ever had. So I'm going to have a bunch of them coming in on gunships as support.
Did exactly that.
And then I'll probably just have to put others in on the bridge throughout the build.
But she soon discovers that paradise has its secrets. I'm Alice Levine, and this is the price of paradise. The island dream that ends in kidnap.
What is this, an ad? What's going on here?
Wish you
Get that out of here. Yeah, if anybody wants to be included in the mock, join and become a member. All tiers are going to be represented in the build. Join button is right by my channel name. This is the most minifigs I've ever decaled for a mock. Actually, 30. I think I did more for Coruscant because I did about 30 shock troopers and like 20-ish grunts, I think. So I think that one might have been more, but this is the most of one kind. Can I be chilling with a nice Twi'lek? Nice. Absolutely, Tech. Having some nice quality time. Oh, why am I doing the arms? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. What you been up to? Make a gunship that's engine has been hit and put Nolark in there. Nolark's going down with the ship. did that little paintbrush go? How did my paintbrush just completely disappear like that? What is happening? What in the Twilight Zone just happened? It's literally gone. Am I going crazy? Oh, there it is. Do I have to spend every money? Yeah, every month if I become a member. It just depends on how many months you want to be a member. You could always just do it for 1 month and then it's a one-time thing. But yeah, it is monthly. But it's as long as you want to be a member. All right. Did this wrong. Yo, grinding bricks. What's up, dude? How you doing? One thing I miss about when I stream is I feel like I don't see you guys for a while. It's good. Glad people are joining. Say what's up. How you doing, grinding? What you been up to? How you been? Did you get anything good for May the 4th? I bought the droid troop carrier. I just bought it straight up off of eBay. It's cheaper than spending a bunch of money on Lego sets I didn't even want. Try and knock these legs out as quick as I can. All right, see you in a little bit, PB Bricks. Also, my AT-AT is sitting in a bag because I'm taking it to the park. Hopefully it doesn't hurt any of the other dogs. It's just sitting in a bag built. It's going to be a big bag. That set is so big. Like, I had to rearrange. I had to readjust my shelves just to be able to display it. It's a massive set. Literally about to order stuff from Lego to get that droid carrier. Yeah. Were you getting, Nolark? I remember you said you were interested in that Droidica buildable one. Is that still the plan? I do still want to get that set. It was just, you know, it wasn't really a need for me. And so I was like, I don't want to be spending all this money on stuff that I don't even need. Especially because I was telling people I'm in the process of finishing up Mygeeto, and so I want to put, you know, get that finished up. Shocked the carrier's still in stock. They must have really produced them. I know, right? I was surprised too because I bought mine a day or two. I guess I got mine from eBay, but like I was gonna get one on from Lego.com, and they still had them in stock like a day or two later. They must have finally learned from their mistakes. Too bad they didn't just release it as a set. What happened to your UCS AT-AT? I sold it. I wanted, you know, that's just a lot of money for a Lego set. And I was like, yeah, this is just sitting on my shelf. Like, it's an expensive display piece, especially because you guys know I'm primarily a mock builder, so I could do a lot with that money, so I sold it. And don't regret it. Wish I had been consistent because I could be bigger, but I stopped. You stopped what? Invisible Hand, Droideka's Obi-Wan Starfighter, new battle packs that has lots of clones and droids. Nice. That's a good haul right there. I still need to get Obi-Wan Starfighter just because I want the Kaminoan fig. I feel like it would be good to have. Should do some clone or droid just like cooking in the middle of the battle. Usually I'll have like the droid, like in Coruscant, I had a droid or two just like sitting off to the side of the battle with an oil can. Just enjoying a little snack. Let's make a petition for LEGO to get Ilix free sets. Let's join LAN. Everybody's always like, you should just join LAN. Bro, what if I don't want to join LAN? I just finished my Christophsis mock this morning. I spent the whole morning building. It'll be on my channel tomorrow. Oh, cool. How did it turn out? Are you pleased with the results? That was a terrible cut on those arms. Dang it. I grabbed the Droideka and Coruscant gunship on May 1st. Gunship mostly for the quadruple points. Yeah, I was actually tempted to get the gunship just because of that. That was a lot of points. I'm getting 3 gifts with purchase. The AAT droid carrier and the Collect Battle of Yavin. What is that one? Is that the coin? Do I get to choose the minifigure that represents me in the mock? Yeah, you do. It'd be a clone. I mean, I have to own the minifig, but as long as it's in my collection. I stopped making vids for 7 months. That's why I'm mad that I could have been a bigger LEGO YouTuber. Oh, gotcha. I see. Yeah, 7 months. It's quite the break. You're just busy or you're just unmotivated. So that does happen. Sometimes you just got to step away for a little while. You need to figure out how to edit videos. That's important. Editing videos is a great way to take your channel to the next level. Gotta go back to work. Best of luck to you, Nork. May the hours pass swiftly. Oh, I am terrible at arms. Absolutely terrible at decaling arms. Shit. Oh, that's brutal. Great. That's just great. Yeah, the coin. Okay. Yeah, the coins is actually pretty cool. I didn't even know that it was coming, but yeah, I don't know. Still a cool little thing. Wait, so if I become a member, Bosk could be in your mocks? I don't know if I have a Bosk minifig. But I could look into getting one if it's cheap enough. And there could be a Bosk minifig in the mock, depending on what his price is. Come on. For some reason, these past few arms have been so infuriatingly difficult. Like, I'm so grateful I'm at the end, because if the arms had been this difficult in the beginning, I probably would have quit and stopped, because it has been maddening. Like, the last, I don't know, 8 or so arms I've done have just been so difficult. I've had to seal some of them twice. They keep coming off. I don't know what's going on, but it's driving me crazy. It's gotten so bad at one point. I think there's one Marine that's only going to have decaling on one arm just because I got so sick of it. His other one got messed up, and I was like, forget it. Welcome back, PB. Just once finished season 1 of Rebels, and it's okay. I'm guessing Rebels is probably similar to the Clone Wars, where you got to give it a couple seasons for it to get good. Because, let's be honest, season 1 of the Clone Wars is not that great. Okay, that's it, guys. One Marine down, minus the helmet. Not been building a ton of Star Wars mocks at the moment, just having a break, to be honest. Should be displaying a 2-grade base plate at a LEGO convention soon. Hey, that's awesome. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. I've definitely been working less this last week and today and tomorrow. Probably, hopefully by next week, I'll be more rested up and ready to work again. All right. Gonna take a little break and put one of these minifigs together. I've got so many. Look at all these parts that I have. I can't really show you, but you'll see them. Coconut, when will the mock be finished? Helix said it best when he finishes it. Right now, I have a loose goal of the 1st or 2nd week of June for the finale. So it'll be done end of this month. But you never know. I mean, that's just a loose plan right now. Luckily, I don't have any time crunches with this one like I did Coruscant, so I can kind of just finish it whenever. But I would like to get it done end of May, which gives me about 2 more updates. And I honestly don't have that much to do. Once the city's done and the bridges are tiled off, basically just need to set up the minifigs. You guys excited for the finale? I think this one is going to be the best mock I've ever done. Not only will it be the best one I've ever done, it's going to be my favorite. I'm in love with how it turned out. I'm like it's such a finished looking build. Like I've never had a build be this complete looking. And what I mean by that is Utapau had a big, obviously the top of the mountain wasn't done. It just kind of ran off into nothing. Same thing with Cato Nemoidia. Both mountains were that way on either side of the build. Coruscant obviously had, you know, the unfinished Senate building. A lot of the bigger buildings were cutaways just because, you know, those were all very hard places to build to completion. And there wasn't really an easy way to complete those. So, you know, I'm not like mad with the way I portrayed them. I feel like I did a pretty good job. But like this one is the first time I feel like I really get to complete it. Like obviously I'm not building the entire bridge, but I'm building probably about half of the bridge, the main bridge, and a good chunk of the lower bridge. The mountain is completely capped off. There's going to be a city on top of it. Like it just looks so good. The city's going to be lit up. The bridges are lit up. It's insane. I remembered a simple plain green base plate cost $200 where I live. Whoa, $200. That's insane. $200. This guy is going to be a medic. Gonna have a couple of these running around in the battle, doing medic things. You guys think Lego's ever going to give us a medic clone? I've actually been surprised and impressed with how much diversity we've been getting with clone troopers, like different kinds, how many sets we've been getting with clone troopers. Okay, one arm in. Boom. Both arms are in. They're looking like they're holding good, so it's a good sign. I also use fake Lego for filler. I go with all genuine Lego, but like I get why people would use fake Lego. It's definitely a cheaper alternative. For me, it's more of just like I enjoy collecting. It's part of like the collection process for me. Although I am branching further and further into non-Lego, like with the battle droids from CAC. For a while, I was like, I'm just not going to get those, but they're just too good. Just too good. I don't have the patience for decaling. I feel that. I barely have the patience for it. All right, guys, another Galactic Marine has officially entered the fold. This guy turned out good. Got ourselves a clone Galactic Marine medic. He's ready to go. These guys were just so complicated. I had to source the legs, the hips, the arms, the hands, the helmet, the torso, all individually. It was ridiculous. Not what I would recommend if you're trying to decal in bulk. I think the ratio of scale to detail is perfect and the colors and components are brilliant. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm interested to see what people say about the city because it's obviously not built anywhere close to scale. But let's be real. Like, how do you build a Star Wars city in Lego to scale if you're not doing micro scale? You know what I mean? Because the next thing would basically be minifig scale. So unless you're doing some kind of village on Felucia, you're out of luck. Or if you're just going to build a very partial version like what I did with Coruscant. So I hope people enjoy it. Obviously, the buildings are not minifig scale, but I still think they turned out pretty good. So with beginning Cato finishing, or with you finishing Cato in beginning of June, will we have another complete mock by Christmas? That December finale ad revenue, though, I know, right? Oh, that's funny. This next one is going to be difficult for me because I've reached the point where I'm kind of done doing the dark bluish gray, the gray mocks, I guess, gray and dark tan, right? Because I've basically been going off of those two colors for 4 years now. And I want to branch out and try something new, which means I have to collect and buy an entirely new color palette. So this next mock is going to be very different from what you're used to. It was also going to be very expensive because Mygeeto has also been the most inexpensive mock I've had to build. Because I've had so many of the parts, which has been awesome. That's part of the reason it went so fast. So this next one's going to be interesting to see how I fare with it. I would like to get the bulk of like a large number of the parts bought before I start. That way I don't have any holdups with the updates. So I'm thinking about maybe not starting the next one until July. Late July, mid to late July. So there'll be a little bit of break. I'll be doing some smaller projects. I've got some Imperial stuff I want to do. Clone Wars stuff, obviously. Oh, I put them on backwards. Of course. Hey, Coconut, I have a plate that you could have. What? That you could have the one you're decaling? Oh, you have the plate? This thing? You have the mat? They're pretty cool. Coconut do Felucia. Give us a hint on what the next mod is. I can't. Well, Planet Tech is in the chat, or else he'll immediately guess it correctly. So, Star Wars. That's the best hint I can give you guys. It's a Star Wars build. Also, because the next mock is such a new color palette, I won't be using all of my gray, so that opens up the door for a potential return of Coconut's Kingdom. Because all of the gray castle pieces will be available. So, stay tuned for a potential revival of Coconut's Kingdom. Just depends on if I get inspired. I have a plan for what the next castle, because the next mock series I want to do on Coconut's Kingdom is a castle build, but a more complete castle. Because the other one I did last was basically just a facade. It was just the front of it. And I want to do a more extensive build, and I want this one to have a harbor as well. So I want to get more extensive with this one. Dang it. Yo, Regular Brick Studios. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How's school going? Yeah, doing one last decaling stream for Mygeeto before I finish it, which is exciting. Because that means no more Galactic Marines. And that makes me happy. Because as much as I love these guys, they're an absolute pain to decal, as you guys have seen. Endor? Ooh, Endor's a good guess. I actually almost did Endor a couple of years ago. Ended up doing Coruscant instead. Where did Scott Davis go? I don't know. He must be busy today. Be out doing something. Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, really? You think you know, huh? What do you think it is? Is it Kashyyyk? Might be. You never know. Although I've been pretty vocal about not wanting to do Kashyyyk. Maybe that's just to throw you guys off my scent, off the trail. There we go. Look at that. Two beautiful Marines. These guys were decaled a long time ago. Finally just now assembling them, but boy, do they look good. So excited. These guys are going to look so cool in the mock. All right, so now that I did that, I'm ready to decal this last one. Here it is, guys. The last Galactic Marine to be decaled. Camino would be cool, but how does one accomplish that? I mean, if you're not Rich Boy J, that's a good question. He's doing a pretty killer job of it. Yeah, I did on bar already. Auto Gunga would be cool. Seen a YouTuber go to nothing to visiting Dubai in a $100,000 hotel in maybe a year. So maybe YouTube pays well. It can pay well. Just depends on how many views you get, what your CPM is like, what kind of a lifestyle you live, what kind of budget you employ. Lots of factors. And what kind of content you make. That's another big factor. Because there are some people who have ridiculous CPMs, which means they make a lot of money per video because they're getting really high-end ads put on their videos. We used to do Trandosha. don't know what I'd do though. Just like a jungle. Sorry, I've become a rare sight on your streams. I love your streams, but personal life issues have been stopping me. Hey, it's all good, man. Life gets busy. Just know you always have a place here when you want to come, if you can make it. The Mon Calamari planet, Mon Cala. Is that what it's called? If I remember correctly? Am I late? I mean, that's the beauty of a live stream. You kind of just join whenever you want. So I don't know that there is a late. I've been going for a little while though. I've decaled 1 Galactic Marine and then assembled 2 more. So had a pretty productive stream. Right now I'm working on the final Galactic Marine for Coruscant. Or you would think at this point I would not be confusing Coruscant with Mygeeto, but that's basically what's going to happen with the next mock. We'll be confusing Mygeeto and Tatooine. Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to say that. Crap. Spoilers. What's your CPM? CPM is basically how much money you make per 1,000 views. So that's how YouTube breaks down like the rates. There's RPM and CPM. CPM is how much money you make per 1,000 views, and that's how they calculate how much money you make. Is it possible to make a mech mock? It is possible. Sure is. Underwater battle would be cool. An underwater battle would be awesome. Especially if I built some of those Trident class boarding ships, the droid ones that look like giant squid. Those would be so cool. I'd also get to be able to use this guy. Definitely would. I would definitely use a Rift Tamsin if I got to do an underwater battle. I mean, how could I not? You know, it's a perfect opportunity. Mimban is gray. I think Mimban is actually brown. That's what most people do when they build it because of all the mud. That's what I would do if I were to do Mimban. What is this guy doing? Would you ever consider doing a Batman mock? Also, welcome Brick Wizard. Probably not. I like Batman. Like, I like the Dark Knight trilogy, the Christopher Nolan one. But, like, I don't have that much of an interest in, like, superheroes or building superhero mocks. Although, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there isn't really a large niche of people who build large-scale superhero mocks. Like, maybe there are and I just haven't seen it, but, like, because you know how, like, people will do the large-scale mock series, basically like I do Star Wars mocks. I don't think I've ever seen that except for Axa Droid's Wakanda mock. But someone definitely let me know in the comments if there's someone out there who does large-scale Marvel or DC builds. Here it is, guys. The final 2 arms. Oh, makes me so happy to be able to say that. So sick of doing these. I think he's clowning us on the Dark Tana's planning right off. Misdirect. Do you always have him to hand wherever you go? Who? Luke's family getting burned alive mock? Dang, savage. Yeah, that's true. Dubsy is doing Gotham. I did see Tommy did that Sandman one. But his was more of like a one and done video, right? It wasn't a whole series. Yeah, I guess Dubsy might be the only one doing Gotham. And then he did the Batcave before that, which was phenomenal. That guy's he's got some real talent when it comes to building. Do that mock? Do what mock? Just that one. No, it was in such a good spot. See these arms, guys. These arms are going to be the death of me. They're driving me absolutely insane. I don't know what's going on either. I'm doing the same method that I always do. Because this isn't my first time decaling arms. So I don't know what is going on. Something... It's almost like the decals themselves have something wrong with them. That's the only thing I can think of. I like Galactic Marines and Wolfpack. Those are some good choices. The Imperial Army dudes I'm talking about ain't the Stormtroopers from Minban. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know if you're talking to me, actually. Maybe talking to someone else. Okay. Can you please make a Lego I Hate Sand mock? That just doesn't really interest me. It's the thing about mocks. I gotta be excited about it to be able to build it. Hence the reason I don't do many Imperial mocks. It just doesn't excite me like the Clone Wars and the prequels do. One arm left. I can do this. One arm left. This is it, guys, right here. Final arm. My favorite Imperial type is the Imperial Army soldiers. They are what keep the Empire reign everywhere. Just the regular, everyday soldiers. Oops. Just have to keep repeating in my head, this is the last one. This is the last one. Keep me from raging. I just don't know what it is with these arms. I don't know if it's the color, type of arm, the color that I'm putting on. I don't know why that would matter. Something's off. I'm almost done. Can you make an Umbara mock? I've already done Umbara. I mean, I'll continue to do it on a smaller scale, but I don't think I'm ever going to revisit on a large scale because it just isn't that interesting. Like, it's a cool planet, but when you're building it, it's basically just black terrain with plants everywhere, which doesn't really make for a super engaging build process. You got to have some kind of structure, city, building, bridge, just something, in my opinion. Landing platform, base. And so I'd have to incorporate something like that. So maybe I'd do like an Umbaran airbase at some point, kind of like what Owen's Bricks did. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. So if I were to revisit Umbara, it would be a more like city build. Just because I did the whole landing on Umbara, which was fun, but the mock didn't turn out great and it was really hard to showcase. So it's just really hard to see the details of an Umbara mock because, you know, the black is just really hard to see. It's hard to see like the finer details and stuff. Okay, I'm done with arms. Now we can move on to the legs. What's up, Eclipse? Welcome. I've already seen a Scarif mock from someone else, but I wouldn't be opposed to another. Yeah, Scarif. There was a phase where Scarif was done quite a bit. I think Rich Boy J, Garrett did one, David did one, the Brickwiz did one, Chris Productions has done some. Scarif is super popular, and rightfully so. That was such a cool battle. That was like while I was still in my dark ages, though, and before I really knew what Lego YouTube was, so I didn't really participate or see much of that firsthand. I had to go back and watch it later. All right, where are those legs at? It's everyone's favorite Clone Wars battle. Ooh. I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like I like different battles for different reasons. But I've always thought the Battle of Utapau was really cool. I liked how it was fought on multiple levels. On the landing platforms, you had the Venators hovering up above with the gunships dropping down in. I don't know. Just a very cool setup and unique battlefield. And my favorite mock I've done to date, so that could be part of it. You need to do Scarif? Why do I need to do it? Why is there a need? A big thing that I like, one of my rules with like picking a large scale mock is what am I going to add to what am I going to add to this battle? Because if a lot of people have already done that battle and done it really well, my interpretation of it might not really add anything. It would be just another build, just another mock. And so, like, I feel like Scarif has been done so incredibly well. I don't know that I would be able to add anything new or add anything spectacular or add anything really cool to it. I could do a good Scarif for sure, but it would also just be another really good Scarif mock, and I like to do stuff that hasn't really been done before or hasn't really been done in a certain way. That's especially like what I've got planned next. I'm gonna really try and figure out how am I gonna make this one unique, put my own spin on it. Geonosis 2, we got to see from a very strategical standpoint. Yes, I agree. That one was such a cool battle because it wasn't like a cold open, it wasn't just an intro, it was like a full blown campaign that we got to see over the course of multiple episodes. Kind of like Ryloth, but to a much larger scale. Yeah, second battle Geonosis was awesome. And like you not only got like the landing at Point Rain, but then you got like the moving through the caverns, the flame troopers, and then you got the final siege of the factory. So there were so many different kinds of battles within that whole thing, which is awesome. That's a good choice. All right, guys, I did it. No more Marines to be decal. All right, but I do have some more to assemble. Minus Christophsis. That's a good one, too. I almost built Christophsis. It was almost going to happen. I'm glad it didn't because Mygeeto has been a fun project, but I do think the Christophsis mock. Would have been a good one too. That was another one that I had to like sit down and think and like plan like, okay, Christophsis has obviously been done before. Firebird Bricks had just wrapped up his not too long before. So I was like, how am I going to make mine unique and different and like a new take or a, you know, like an interesting one, not just a recreation of what everybody else has already done. And I had some cool stuff planned. It just, you know, wasn't meant to be. Given how Mygeeto's turned out, I don't think anybody is that disappointed. I found these hips, dark bluish gray hips that actually had belt printing on them, which is going to make these two Galactic Marines. I only ended up getting two because I found them right at the end, but I feel like that's going to make them look so much cooler and just add just another nice little touch of detail, which is awesome. Had an idea for a mock. What was it? If you guys got to pick my next large scale mock, what would it be? Like if I did like a fan choice, fan voting, what would you pick? What would be your entry? So that's another thing I take into consideration, like what would be interesting? What do people want to see? Because obviously there's places I would like to build that just might not be that interesting. Like I would love to redo the Battle of Naboo, but I don't necessarily think people are clamoring for a Battle of Naboo mock these days. That one's more of a passion project. I would love to rebuild that one someday and just have it on display permanently. Like when I have a really big Lego room, I think it would be cool to like keep some of my mocks built. Like I would love to be able to keep Mygeeto built permanently. And that's how good I think it's going to be. Like I think it's worthy of a permanent display space. And I think the only other mock that I wish or I would have liked to keep around permanently was Utapau. So rare company. It's rare company to be in. Endor would be cool. Tattooing. Felucia. Yoda versus R2D2 is brutal. It's a good comment right there. Small clone mock about that bunker that had that deadly virus. Oh, the blue shadow virus. Bomb squad troops. I need to go grab a head for this guy. Jakku, interesting. Endor would be cool. I'd actually like to do Endor. But I wouldn't do the traditional Battle of Endor. I'd want to do the satellite station, like a satellite base that gets blown up. Attacked. I think that would be a lot of fun. Siege of Mandalore. I almost did that one too. I wanted to build the big bridge that the ATTE is on. You know, where Rex and the 332nd meet up against the enemy forces. What's up, Evan? Welcome. Yes, Coconut is streaming. That's right, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well. Galactic Marines looking fresh today. Thank you, Captain Bob. I appreciate it. Auto Gunga. Ooh, I'd love to do Auto Gunga. I'd like to see an Imperial Remnants against the New Republic. That could be cool. Yeah, that could be really cool. Although, I don't know what I'd do for like the New Republic side of things, as far as like vehicles and soldiers. What's going on? Do a mock the end of season 7 during Order 66. I mean, so far, most of my mocks have been in like around Order 66. Like I did Utpau with Commander Cody, Cato Nemoidia, Coruscant. That one was like beginning of episode 3 though, so I guess that wasn't close to Order 66. But I do find it interesting that like the majority of my large scale mocks have been Revenge of the Sith, because I like Revenge of the Sith, but I like episode 1 and episode 2 more. But I guess Revenge of the Sith just has like all the cool battles at the very end there with Order 66. So, because you know, Attack of the Clones is the setup to the Clone Wars. So I guess it makes sense that I would have done so many. Is your next mock clones versus droids? I'm not 100% certain, to be honest. I know that might seem like something that should be pretty easy or obvious. It just depends. That's what I'm trying to decide. Trying to decide what I should do for that. All right, I need to go grab one more head. Abafar. Oh, that one sounds familiar. Jedi Temple with Grogu escaping. If you had to do a large-scale Imperial mock, it would be definitely Mimban. My guys, Mimban Stormtrooper goes for 70 to 80. I do have a decent amount of Mimban Troopers, though. Got over 10. Plus, I could always go the route, because the Mimban Stormtrooper, because Stormtroopers, you know, especially on Mimban, are more of a rare trooper. You don't see as many of them. You mostly see like the grunts, like the regular Imperial soldiers. So I wouldn't need a ton of like the actual Mimban Stormtrooper. All right, let's take a look at what I've been up to. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 Galactic Marines assembled, which is awesome. That's going to be a huge boost to their numbers. Let me zoom in so you can see them better. Look at those guys, those beauties. Very happy with how they're looking. And then I also got the last 2 Galactic Marines decaled. So, total of 6 more Galactic Marines ready for the build, which is insane. I have more parts over here. I have at least 1 more Galactic Marine that needs to be decaled. So I got lots. I'm going to have lots of Galactic Marines for the mock, which is good, because honestly, for a while, I was really nervous that I just wouldn't have that many, and it would just be kind of underwhelming, take away from the mock. But I think I'm going to have plenty, especially the fact that these guys are so bright and vibrant. I think they're going to stand out really brightly and contrast with the bridge super nicely. So I think I won't necessarily need as many because they're going to stand out and be so eye-catching that like you'll just, you won't be like, oh, there aren't that many because they'll be so cool to look at individually. So I did also get one of them to be a medic, which is nice. I mean, that's mostly just for like, I don't know, just a little extra detail. I didn't necessarily need to do that, but really excited. This is it. This was the final Galactic Marine live stream. Decaling, I'm so happy to be done. So happy to be done. I was so tired of doing these guys, and I'm just really happy to have so many awesome looking Marines for the collection because like I could reuse these guys, over and over for as long as I want. So thank you guys all so much for joining. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, probably at the same time, building Mygeeto live. So if you want to see where I'm at with that, go ahead and tune in. I made a lot of progress yesterday, and so you'll get to see some more of that. And that's basically it. Thank you guys all so much for joining. Thanks to Nolark for the donation, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. But until then, happy building.